I just want to say that I think it's important to get through college debt-free. I was able to get through college debt-free. I took a different approach than a lot of other people do, though. You see, I joined the military first and was in the military for about 5 years. I had the GI Bill, which I paid $100 each month for 1 year. And then after that, that was my first time, that was my first year in the military. And that was a little struggle, but I mean, a year pays for an investment at the end of my military service at it got up to about 20,000, I think. It was a while back. It paid for the majority of college when I went, but it was a heck of an investment. It was just a really good investment that it was hard for me to pass up. I had to take advantage of it. So I did the GI Bill where it cost me $1,200 and I got 20,000 or so after almost 5 years. So I started in on the GI Bill immediately, and yeah, that covered I got my 2-year associate's degree, all paid for. Didn't really have to work. Then I transferred to another college, started in on the business administration, and I got that paid up until about 4 years, but didn't quite get the degree in 4 years. I was taking other classes foolishly, but curiously. I got 160 credits, which is way more than what I need for a regular degree, because you need 120 credits, and if each class is 3 credits each, I went over quite a few classes, and there was a lot of silly freshman and sophomore classes that were of curiosity to me, like psychology and so not yeah like philosophy type courses. I may have taken an extra science course I didn't need, but I mean, if somebody was to manage their schooling a little bit better, and stay focused, they could have done a little bit better than me even. But I'm debt free. I don't owe anything for college. But part of the reason was because while I was in the military, on top of the GI Bill, which was a great investment, I also saved my money, and I used that saved money and threw that in investments too with the stock markets. I took a chance, I didn't lose. I was actually able to buy a house. So you can see there's a car headlight there, which looks unique. It wasn't easy. I really staved. I was known as a major cheapskate in the military. I don't know if I was respected much, but so what? It's like when it comes to money and you don't have a lot, so you gotta take some controversial statements with a grain of salt. Some of these people were foolishly spending their money. I didn't buy a nice car. I bought a used car. I didn't. Some people fall into traps where they buy a car that they owe payments on. I just simply bought a cheap car that I could buy without any payments or interest to pay for anything. So I got out of college without any debt. A lot of people will choose to work through college to pay for it, and if you're forced to do that, then it's a great suggestion. Because you don't want to go into debt. You don't want to owe interest on money. It's not. It's working. Just works against you. A lot of people do this. It's just it's a bad approach, because you may not get that job that you need to pay for the loans, and it's a big stress. There's a lot of people out there who get into debt foolishly and then have all that stress afterward.